when I tell you it has been like changing my life, it has literally been changing my life.
One of the grossest dating stories ever, and I'm so excited to tell it.
Any way that straight men anywhere can be improved upon, full support. Hi, Jade.
Hi, Lindsay.
Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody.
Hello, and welcome to
High Vibes, Low Tolerance. Today we are having wine.
We're trying something new. We're trying some new tech.
New tech. I have this pink thing.
It's evocative.
I was going to say vulgar, but it's not vulgar, but it feels a little vulgar for me personally in my hands. I'm just not used to things shaped this size.
I mean, let's be honest, neither am I.
I know you have things you want to go over. I have some things I want to go over. I've been on like a little bit of a manifestation journey.
Love.
I've been like dialed in universally. So I'm excited to talk about that. What about you? What do you have on the table?
I've been a little bit of a mess this week, but retrograde season is over for now. I'm sort of excited about Aries season, so I'm back on track, but I do actually have one of the grossest dating stories ever, and I'm so excited to tell it.
Oh my God, I'm ready, and I know
everybody
else is ready too. Can I share a quick success?
Yes.
I bought a new car today.
Cheers. Ooh, I like that sound in the mic.
I'm really high vibing.
I am more low frequency, so I'm glad we can be complimentary in that way.
She's a BMW X3.
Love.
White. Really sexy, and I'm just so excited. So it feels really good. I'm so happy. Nothing could put me in a bad mood today because I got one of two of my dream cars.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What is your other dream car?
A white G-Wagon.
Yes. One of the things about a G-Wagon, and this is not tax advice, anybody, but a certain class of vehicles, do you know this?
Yes, I know this.
With weight.
Yes.
And you can write off the depreciation over 1 year as opposed to 5. So if you wonder why you see all these people in LA driving G-Wagons, that is one of the many, many reasons.
Yeah.
I want to hear about your manifesting.
Okay.
And
we'll start off with the high vibes and you can end with low tolerance. Although I feel like with your story, no one has the tolerance for that shit.
Or piss. I'm so excited, but I do have high tolerance or high vibe things to say too, but I want to hear about your high vibes because yours are the highest, I feel.
So the beginning of the year was like tough for me. So like the fires, my daughter's high school burnt down. Because of that, I could not find a place to live and had to leave my house. And Lola and I were literally living in Airbnb for weeks. And I found a place and I'm there now. I fucking love it. It's so, so great. I had to wait because they were doing a kitchen remodel, so I couldn't move in. So I basically had to move twice. It's like, what do they say? Like a death, a marriage, a divorce, moving.
My dog drinking water out of her bowl in the background.
I wonder if you can hear that with the mics.
I hope so.
But like those are the big things.
Yeah.
And I was going through a lot of them. Anyways, I moved twice because I had to move into storage. Then I moved to my new place. And then, you guys, this is so sad. And I'm not going to talk about it a lot because I'm still very sad. But one of my dogs passed away very unexpectedly. And it was fucking terrible. I'm still dealing with it. She passed on March 1st. So it was just like, they say big things come in threes. That was like 3 really big, bad things. And I was in a dark, dark hole. So I'm not in the dark hole anymore.
Okay. Cheers.
Thank you. I have been working on my vision boards. I created a gratitude practice. And like, of course, like you always know you're supposed to be grateful for things, right? But like I had not incorporated gratitude into my daily life. I don't think ever, like with such intention as I'm doing now. And one thing that I had on my vision board was a picture of a BMW.
Okay.
Not even kidding. I put that on there like 3 weeks ago. Now I have my dream car of one. And I have a music video set for next week.
Oh my God.
I have another red carpet event. I have a new house call client this week and a new house call client next week. Last week I had a new house call client. Like these were people who were not in my life or in my professional circle before I started working on these like gratitude practices.
Congratulations, because you did that. And I
Thank
also
you.
think that for me, it's two channels. I think the first channel is definitely, I am not really religious, but I'm spiritual. I think, that's pretty common, especially in LA. And so I do think that it is sort of asking the universe to do things and the universe doing things. I also think that there is just sort of a practical, pragmatic, energetic benefit to intending to do X, Y, or Z things, intending to have X, Y, and Z outcomes.
Yes.
And focusing. I think it's both. It could be kind of like The Secret, right? But it's not just totally woo-woo. There are some pretty just kind of cool, energetic, universal things that are happening.
Yes.
I think that's awesome. So congratulations.
Thank you. Like you have to take action. These tiny little things, like 1% shifts. It doesn't have to be like you turn into a new person overnight and your whole lifestyle changes. It's like 1% shifts that will put you to an entirely new direction. Because like if you really want to change your life, you can't just stay the same and just sit around wishing for it and thinking about things a little bit extra more when the full moon comes around, you know?
I think that's totally right. And I will say two things about that. The first being, I love what you said about like 1% shift, one little incremental shift, because we all know what happens at New Year's is everybody makes these resolutions and they're going to stop drinking and they're going to be completely different and they're going to work out every day. All of these big, amazing goals, which is awesome. But then January 3rd comes and somebody has a birthday and they have a drink and all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, well, I guess I'll save all my resolutions for next year. I'm so curious about what you think about this because I'm kind of two minds. Where you mentioned making some certain dollar amount, we'll call it 500K, whatever it is. For me, on one hand, I'm like, okay, this dollar amount, this like total salary, whatever it is, total earnings. On the other hand, sometimes I go, well, hey, what does that mean? Like, what does that dollar amount mean for me? What is my life like? What am I doing because of it? What do I have the freedom to do? What do I have the freedom to not do? I'm curious about what you think because I feel like a lot of people really do focus on one or the other. So
Yeah.
I don't know what I want, maybe, is the problem.
It's okay. I
Yeah.
think put both on your vision board, write both down. I think it's important to get really specific when you're trying to visualize. So, like to me, I have a number and I have that number with a check right now to myself. Like
I have that too.
I love that.
I sleep with it under my pillow.
That's amazing.
And then when my housekeeper comes, I think she thinks that I'm a little bit crazy.
That's okay.
Okay.
When I was homeless and I was living in Airbnbs, I took my vision board around with me because I made it right before the fires. The maids in that Airbnb threw it away and I had driven away like 30 minutes.
No.
I freaked out. I was like, this thing has been with me through the fires. It has been with me through being homeless. Like I am getting my vision board back because I got really specific about things. I messaged my Airbnb lady and she's like, I think the maids threw it away, but I'll call them and let them like know to save it. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. Like I turned around, came to go get it. And she's like, also, I hope all of it comes true.
Oh my God, what a sweetie.
Because I just sent her a picture of it. I was like, this is what it looks like.
Oh,
she saw it and knew that
sweetheart.
it was like my vision board. She's like, I hope all of it comes true.
That's wonderful.
Knowing that you have something you're working towards, I think is the most important thing. And it's specific.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And it feels that if a number feels important to you, then it is. Maybe some people, it doesn't have a number, you know, but
Yeah.
it's like the things in your life or you want your lifestyle to reflect a certain way. If that is more like clearly visualized for you when you're trying to do your practice, then just go with that.
I think that makes sense. I think I just picked out a number randomly because it just kind of like came to mind.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a good number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love my number. My number just sounds good. And then the number will probably change because I'm a Capricorn. I like growing and succeeding and building business.
Always forget that you're a Capricorn.
Girl, I have a Capricorn in 5 placements.
So my ex-husband is a Capricorn and I love him to bits. And also you two could not be more different.
Well, there's so many other things that like
it's true. It's true. And I don't actually know his sun or his moon and rising. I don't know his different placements.
Yeah.
Also, he's a January Capricorn.
Different. Yes. I'm a December Capricorn.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, hey, I'm really happy for you. And I want to say I'm happy for you, but I also feel like that's not giving you enough credit because it's like you've really been working for it. So congratulations on everything that's happening. And also good on you for just like doing that work, being consistent.
Thank you. I don't know if I would feel as motivated if I didn't have people helping, like, hold me accountable and, like, even just checking in with me and being like Lola's been being like, I've been doing my gratitude. Like, have you done your gratitude things yet today, Mom? Like, even when I was traveling in Portland, she was checking in with me, making sure I
That's
was
so
doing it.
cool.
Like, it's so sweet. And she has, like, had probably 40% of the things that she had on her vision board come true.
You guys are, I mean, I think that reinforcement and that accountability is huge.
Yes.
So that's magic. Let me in on this. Jeez.
No, come on in. Come on in.
I have my vision board as a little PDF. I have it saved on my phone, but I need to look at it more often.
We'll do it.
Maybe I need to refine it more.
I'll help you.
Yeah, thank
You
you.
can come to the next check-in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My biggest thing was just getting in the water on the full moon, and I think I didn't even do that. But I really had good intentions.
Hey, you're surfing and in the water, period, right now, and that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm really happy. Oh my God, I definitely had a wave this week, and everybody thought that I had my head chopped off. I'll show you the
No.
video. We'll post the video. It's so funny
Oh my God.
because I get into this wave and it's like going okay. It's not crazy, like great or anything. And all of a sudden it like legitimately looks like my head has been guillotined by the wave.
No.
And you think like surfing is peaceful and it's so nice and it's so relaxing. And it is. And also,
Girl, Lola wants to surf so bad. And I fully support her surfing, but this freaks me out.
no. Okay, so I'm gonna take Lola surfing this summer.
She rides horses and surfing now. And I'm like, okay, what's more dangerous than horses and the ocean? Literally nothing.
But no, I'll take Lola out this summer. I have a Barbie board. She can be a little surf Barbie.
Cute.
The waves are definitely chiller in the summer, so
Cute.
don't worry. And I would never put my niece in danger.
I think I'll probably have her do like a lesson first.
Yes.
Just so she can get used to all of it.
Yes.
All of it. And then I'll send her out with it.
I love it.
Okay. Everybody loves an auntie that can teach them things.
And I love being an auntie.
Yes.
Honestly, even when I'll meet guys who are younger than me, and as soon as I find out that they're younger than me, I just think of myself as their auntie.
So that's why you date the older guy.
Like, I met this guy on a plane a couple weeks ago. It was like super nice, super cute. I found out he was 29 and I instantly just went into like, oh, when I was your age. And he goes, wait, you're not my age? And I said, oh my God, you're so sweet for saying that. He's like, no, seriously, what? And I was like, yeah, no, I turned 40 this year. And he goes, oh, wow. You know, and kind of goes on with the compliments. And I was like, okay, first of all, Asian don't raisin, which is, I think, like probably one of my biggest linguistic contributions of 2025. Slay is the other one. I have been, okay, you guys, when I tell you how many straight men over 50, I have taught to use the word slay correctly in the past few months, like it's truly an accomplishment.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of myself and I'm proud of them too.
Thank you for your contribution to society.
You are so welcome.
Any way that straight men anywhere can be improved upon, full support.
Hey y'all, it's Jade just jumping in to say that when we were recording this episode, our camera shut off. And so from this point forward, we no longer have video. We only have an audio recording. So if you're listening to audio only, this shouldn't affect you at all. If you are watching the video along with us, please enjoy the pictures of dogs that we have included from this point to the end of the episode. And if you're curious about what our dogs look like and you're listening to the audio only, pop over to the YouTube or check out our Instagram. Thank you for going on this journey with us. We love you and we promise to gradually get our shit together.
I was having a conversation with a friend of mine and her husband also was in the room and she said something. She was like, of course it's a fucking dude. I don't remember if we were watching something or if we were like looking at a TikTok or something. I was like, I know. And then he chimes in and is like, well, what do you mean by that? Shut up.
Yeah, you know.
Shut up. You know exactly what we fucking mean by that. Was this directed towards you? No. But I swear to God, men and their frail fucking egos, like, shut up.
Oh my God, this reminds me of a story. Okay, I've been waiting to tell this story, and I swear that was not a segue.
Really quick though,
Yes.
I would just like to specify when I say guys, I don't mean the gays.
No.
I don't mean the theys. I mean white straight guys.
And I would say white cis straight guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Like what category, as far as like dating experiences, would you file this under?
Worst? Like, drag me if you need to, because like I can only see my point of view here, and I think there is only one correct point of view. Anyway, okay, so I was like hanging out with this guy. We're having takeout. We're not drunk. It's early in the night. He goes to the bathroom, comes back. I go to the bathroom. I say, hey, can you come here for a second and look at this? And he's like, yeah, what's up? So he comes in, and you guys, I live in a little bungalow. It's not a ton of space. There's a toilet, there's a trash can, there's a floor. There is spray all over the top of my trash can. And it's like it has a lid. It's a Simple Human. It's one of those little metallic guys. And on my floor, which is a white floor.
Oh my
and I say, hey, do you know what happened here? And he goes, I didn't do it. And I was like, oh, well, I'm just trying to figure out what happened because, like, were you washing your hands and looking for a towel? Like, I knew that's not what happened, but I just wanted to kind of like give grace, give benefit of doubt, but also point out, like, hey, the fuck.
Him coming in so strong with like, as
I didn't do
soon
it.
as I didn't do it. That I'm already angry. Like I'm so mad right now. I'm so angry right now. And I've already heard this story.
I mean, I'm at a loss for words even telling it, and I've told it so many times, but I'm still like, what? So I'm like, oh, okay, well, just weird. I didn't do it. So he goes, fine, I'll wipe it up. And he like grabs some of the tissue and wipes it up really quickly and throws it in the trash. We sit back down, and he goes, oh, now you made me feel weird. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to make you feel weird. I mean, I did not mean to make him feel weird, but like, whatever, things happen.
He pissed all over your bathroom.
He did piss all over my bathroom.
You called him out on it in a very kind way. He got so defensive, and now you made him feel weird.
No. So I say, hey, I didn't mean to make you feel weird, but it's fixed now. So let's move on. A couple hours later, Lindsay.
So did he just wipe it? Like,
he just wiped it. He did not disinfect it. I'm not even certain if he washed his hands, if I'm honest, now that I remember. So a couple hours later, we're sitting there watching a movie or whatever, and he goes, hey, remember how you rubbed my nose and my pee like I was a dog? So obviously my first thought in my head was, oh, so you did do it.
right.
But I wasn't
say that.
No, I wasn't that quick in the moment.
Okay.
So I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, this is so gross. Like, what, I'm just like, I have the ick in like such a deep, visceral way. And all I can think about is how it's not cleaned up correctly. I need to now I have to go and disinfect and do the whole thing. So anyway, listeners, I want to know what you think of this. Has this happened to you? Am I being unreasonable? I think the answer is no. And if you say anything else, you're wrong.
That is so disrespectful. It's disgusting. That is toddler level shit. And then for him to bring it up and put it on you as though he is offended that you brought it up. He pissed on your stuff. That's fucking disgusting. Does your dog do that?
I was about to say, he said you rubbed it in my face like I was a dog. And I'm like, my dog does not do that.
That part.
My dog is a very good girl. And even when she was a puppy, did not do that shit.
She's an animal and she doesn't do that. Hello?
After that,
the ick.
The ick.
That is the ick of icks. I don't even know if that qualifies as an ick because it's just so bad. And also the way he handled it was worse.
I think that's the thing, right? I think we all whatever, we all do stuff we don't need to do, but I think so often, I mean, I mess up all the time in all kinds of ways. I mean, do I wipe up after myself in the bathroom? Yeah, I'm a human adult woman. Yeah, just the way that it was handled, I think just betrayed so much about him.
Yes.
And that was just like a 360 ick, because I think to your point, it wasn't specifically that. It was just indicative of so like an outlook.
He doesn't care or respect your things or you. He's going to lie about it. He's going to get defensive if he ever is confronted with an issue from you.
Which ultimately we had some boundaries issues, and I was enforcing my boundaries and he wasn't cool with it. So it wasn't.
He actually was weaponizing you for it.
Exactly. It is hard dating men, man.
It's hard dating anyone.
Yeah.
I am in this mode where the thought of someone being in my bed, absolutely not. The thought of me feeling comfortable enough to not be sleeping in my own bed? Absolutely not. I'm not a casual girly, but like I could get into things pretty fast and like I'm a lesbian. So it's like we move with quickness.
Literally in together.
Yes. And I have been that girl. And it's not like that comes naturally.
Yeah.
But where I'm at right now, which is also coming very naturally, is like I have had since I moved to LA, pretty much when I started dating again after moving here, I'm just so disenchanted with the dating scene, people I've met, human behavior that for some reason seems normal to them and is so off the chain cuckoo bananas to me that I'm like, no, no, like it's too disruptive of my peace. Thinking about like being romantic with someone, you think about sex, you think about having them in your home in an intimate setting. And I'm like, no, I don't want some fucking crazy bitch using my bathroom. I don't.
Yeah.
And I don't want them.
You let me use your bathroom, but
You
I am a crazy bitch.
can use my bathroom. I like since I moved to LA, I have made the best friendships. I really have. You being at the top of the list, like the best girlfriends I've ever had in my life. Like I've had girlfriends before where like true colors come out and they fade away and that like it's probably a combination of things, but whatever it is, since moving to LA, I have found the best girlfriends of my life. And ones that I value more than anything. I'm like, how can it be so vastly different for a romantic relationship? Because on the other end of the spectrum, I have found the worst. It's so crazy. I don't understand.
I wonder if it's because with romantic relationships, even if you're dating multiple people, my goal, and I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like your goal too, is for there to be, ultimately like one person you're dating, right? Not from day one necessarily, but
Yeah.
you're not poly, you're not open, like these things, right?
Right.
And so I wonder if just kind of the stakes are different. And so they feel different. And so the approach is different.
Yeah.
You can have lots of friends, right? You can only have one best friend. No, but even that, right? It's like you can have a few best friends and they have different contexts and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
even though I am your ultimate best friend that we're doing a podcast with, and I just make like really, really, really clear,
She's not territorial, you guys. She's literally
I
not even territorial.
could never. But I do think like you can meet new people and they can be friends and that's it. And they can
Yes.
have, various ups and downs and sort of more significant or less significant parts of your life. But I think when you see somebody romantically, sexually, whatever, with the intention that, maybe this is maybe not like the person with capital letters, but a person that you would be with as this monogamous sort of unit,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you view the interactions differently.
Yeah.
And I think that's okay.
I'm so much more relaxed as a friend. Like,
Totally.
because that trust has built organically, that intimacy as a friend has built organically, where you can come in and use my bathroom anytime you're in the area.
Thank you
Like,
so much.
some friends aren't like that, right?
The way that I would never call you and be like, "Can I come use your bathroom?" Although maybe now I kind of like the idea.
No, you absolutely can do that. I actually just had somebody do that 2 days ago. And I've known her since Lola was 3 years old. So like a very long time, like 15 years or something.
Yeah.
But she can come use my bathroom.
Well, you can always come use my bathroom too.
Thank you.
Oh my God, you're so welcome. But I also think like we were talking before about accountability.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you have mutuals,
Yes.
there's more accountability.
Yes.
Just built in. And that goes both ways. It's not just trusting that that person's not going to be crazy or be an asshole. It's also you have to kind of check yourself around expectations, around how you act, around how, and not in a bad way, but just like, okay, well, I can behave like a human in a community.
Yes.
Because it's necessary that I do so.
Yes.
As opposed to this kind of like weird abstract world of the apps.
Yes. That's why I think maybe like I would consider myself closed off to dating right now. But I think like I don't want a referral. But if something happens organically from someone who I know, for someone who I know, or something like that, I could be open to that. That feels more doable. And at least they've had a little bit of like, I don't want to say hazing, but they've gone through like a preliminary process. Vetting.
Okay. I bet, if it's me and I'm setting somebody up with my girlfriends, they are going to go through hazing.
Yes. Do not tell anybody about me unless you have hazed them first. I don't want my name to even come out of your mouth. Haze that bitch.
I mean, I do the hazing even after my girlfriends have met the people they're dating. So I met this guy that a friend of ours is hanging out with, and I told her, I was like, yeah, no, I'm the girl that like the guys need to be afraid of when they meet her friends.
Yes.
I'm that friend.
Yes.
Because I am not easily impressed.
You're a fucking hawk.
I love my girlfriends so much because, to your point, I have never made better girlfriends than I have in the past few years. I've been in LA for a while, but in the past few years, obviously, like a lot has happened in my life. But like nobody's good enough for my girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you have to not impress me because I'm me, but impress me because I'm a friend of the girl that you should be trying to impress.
Yes. And also, you impress me all the time. So I'm like, that's another thing. Like, my friends be impressing me every day.
Yes.
No, they do. They buy me presents. They show up with treats. They take care of me when I'm sick. Like, those are my friends. Lift me up. Will go fucking hunt you down if I tell them to. They'll go pick up my daughter if she is stranded somewhere. Like, my friends do that for me. Like,
yeah. And so if you're going to date, like you need to be additive.
Yes. So like these are the relationships I have in my life right now. Like, where do you fit in?
Yeah.
If you're coming in below that, I'm so sorry I can't help you. You're out.
And that's why
That's where the low tolerance comes in. Like the bar is so high. Like that's why I'm like, I'm so disenchanted. I'm like,
one of the things that doesn't automatically qualify you, but I do think becomes a factor is, have you been through a thing? Having kids, been through a divorce, maybe a broken engagement, I mean, a lot of life
the
events.
trauma.
The trauma.
Yes.
And not just the trauma, but working through the trauma, doing the work. And I think nobody is fully healed. I am certainly not fully healed. I don't think it's possible as a human. But I think just to go through a thing, to experience some hardship.
Yes.
It's not a thing that I wish on anybody, but I do think that you come out the other end, if you've done work, a little bit more healed, a little bit more present to yourself and others.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just important that people have, I mean, this is so basic, but it's just important to date somebody who has people in their lives that are important to them.
Yes.
Because otherwise, either on one end of the spectrum, you become their world, which you don't want, or you become such a last place priority, which, like, fine. Yeah. But still, that's not for me.
No. I also think this just brings up like another train of thought. I need somebody who is mentally ill.
Okay. Say more.
So I'll tell you what I mean by that. Like, I don't want someone who doesn't understand mental illness. And I don't think you understand mental illness unless you have like experienced it.
Yeah.
Maybe you know people who struggle with it, but it's not the same as experiencing it yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't understand what it's like to have anxiety,
yes,
depression,
yes,
manic episodes, that is where the good stuff lies. That's probably why you're funny.
Yeah, that's true.
Funny. Like, did you know that there's people who don't hear an internal voice in their head?
I don't hear an internal voice in my head.
What?
No.
How have we not talked? I just found that out maybe less than a year ago, that there are people out there like you. Me? What?
Wait, okay. Let's unpack this, because like I will also say, so I have anxiety and depression, which I am on medication for. I have ADHD, which I am sometimes on medication for, but famously ADHD people have a hard time remembering to fill their prescriptions. So that's fun. And I suspect that I'm somewhere on the spectrum. So I have a lot going on. Okay, tell me more about this, because like I want to relate, but I don't think that I do.
Mine is constant.
No.
Constant.
Wait. Oh my God, I love this. Tell me everything. Like, because this is very foreign to me.
Do you ever talk to yourself in the shower?
Sometimes.
It's the same voice. I feel like that's the best way for me to explain it. Like the voice that I have, and probably you have, I think a lot of people talk to themselves kind of in the shower. Maybe not even externally. Like maybe you're not saying it out.
Oh, I only say it out loud. Like if I talk to myself, it's always out loud. There's no internal.
Okay. Well, it's the same. It's how when you say it out loud, I don't know what you're saying, but like mine is constant on the inside. It's like two versions of myself. It's a difference between my internal thoughts and my internal voice.
Yeah, because I have internal thoughts. Like, make no mistake, I think things.
Yes. Okay, so for example, my internal voice is an anxious assassin.
No,
She is.
I hate
I
that
am
for
also
you.
medicated, and medication helps. I think I have to tweak a little bit because she be flaring up. But my thought is like, I have to go to the airport. My internal voice is like, you're always late to the airport.
No.
And I am.
No, I hate this.
It's literally like the angel and the devil on my shoulder.
I guess that makes sense. It had to come from somewhere.
Yeah. It's like so woven in my anxiety. You don't have that?
I don't have that.
I have that.
I think that going back to talking about dating somebody with a mental illness,
Yeah.
for me, that makes a ton of sense. And also, I want to make sure that they're addressing that mental illness.
Yes. Don't come around with your undiagnosed mental illness. Or actually, you can be undiagnosed. Just please be aware. I for sure have ADHD. I am very
You absolutely have ADHD.
but I don't take meds for it.
I barely do.
Have you?
I am diagnosed.
But I love that. And that's so funny. That's what I mean.
I don't want to be with a person who doesn't understand, like you said, anxiety. What's it like to be anxious?
Yes.
What do you mean, what's it like to be anxious? What's it like to not be anxious? Like, what must it be like to be God's favorite? Like, what must it be like to not feel all of the overstimulation, the procrastination, the distraction? Like what must that be like?
Also, you've never been afraid to check your mail? Like what?
Okay. Can I tell you? This is so crazy. I hope it's relatable and not just absolutely nuts.
Tell me.
I have a $2,500 tote bag sitting on my bedroom door full of mail. And it's on my to-do list to go through it because I am afraid of it.
See, remember when I moved and you did my change of address and had my mail forwarded?
Yes.
I was afraid to go pick up my mail.
I get it.
And I like put it off. And then it created more anxiety. I had anxiety about picking up my mail. Then I had more anxiety because I wasn't picking up my mail.
Yes.
And it was this thing. I was like, I have to go pick up my fucking mail. It's been like being held at the post office for a week or for a month. I didn't want to. I didn't want to go pick up my mail. What the fuck? So like, that's crazy. Crazy.
I was going to say, but I think that complementarity is also important.
Maybe that's also true. Maybe I haven't met anybody to hold the space. Touch my finger. Oh my God, we're holding so much space.
I have never seen Wicked. I don't care about Wicked. Hot take. I don't care about musicals. Sorry. I was in musical theater since I was a child.
You are saying that to our very girly gay audience.
I will say that when I was in Boston the other week visiting my mom and her boyfriend, they were getting into a little bit of a tiff. And all of a sudden, her boyfriend goes, "Hey, do you want to do karaoke?" And I said, "This is random." And he goes, "No, when we get into a tiff, we just pull out karaoke."
That is precious. And I know them. And just visualizing that makes me so happy. Like it's sparking joy.
I love singing a little song.
Same.
So I love songs for musicals. I do a lot of Disney music when I do karaoke because I can sound like a Disney princess.
Oh, you look like one.
Okay.
You're so beautiful.
So do you. You're so beautiful. And we are twins.
We are.
Okay, you guys, I don't know if we've talked about this before, but like legitimately, especially so we're not on video anymore right now, so you can't tell that Lindsay is blonde and I am no longer blonde, but I used to be blonde. And sometimes we had pink hair at the same time, and people would legitimately ask us if we were sisters.
Also, we probably sound the same. Like,
oh God, without the video.
So, like, that's a whole other part of it. Like, they have always thought we were sisters. We are two different races, and we look so much alike. And also, that our voices are the same.
I really do wonder if our voices were different before we met and we melded.
Okay, so actually, I think they were exactly how they are. Because I just recently got a new phone and I was like deleting space.
Yeah.
And I found a bunch of audios from when Lola was a baby and me talking to her when she was like little, like years ago. Same voice.
And you said, "How did Jade know my baby?" Weird.
Why is Jade talking to my baby? I love you.
I love you too.
But we do be sounding the same. We do be looking the same.
True. Which is
And
an honor because you are beautiful.
you are beautiful. You are beautiful.
You are also beautiful.
Thank you.
This is our podcast. Welcome to it. It's
We
just an hour of
compliment
each other.
a lot and talk about our mental illness.
I mean, honestly, that's probably like the most accurate slice of my life is just, oh
Honestly,
my God.
it's probably the most accurate reasoning for the title of our podcast.
I'm
High
just-
vibes, low tolerance. We are all over the place. We have it all. It embodies it all.
We're just pumping up our friends.
Yeah.
And getting annoyed.
Yeah. And drinking wine.
Wait, what is better? Literally nothing. Did you know it's only like 2% of America gets Botox?
No.
Isn't that wild?
Do they all live here?
I know. And when I say this, that includes like for migraines. That includes for like
What?
overactive
Is
bladder.
that real? I don't know if that's real. I actually don't believe that. But also, I believe what you're saying.
I mean, yeah, I
work in the beauty industry, so
yeah.
everybody I know gets Botox. I have things I hate and I have things I love. And Botox is the number one spot of things I love. Number one spot. It is so quick. It's so accessible. It's so necessary. It makes me feel so good about myself. I can't live without it. I absolutely need it.
Can I also say that the sound and the feeling of when it goes in your forehead and it's a little pop?
It's like ASMR in the veins.
It's so good.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
As soon as I walk out of there, I'm like reborn. I am a new bitch.
I know that soon my face will betray no emotion. You guys, when I say that I want to literally betray no emotion, I mean it. I want frozen. I want fully frozen. I want, what is she thinking? We only know because we can hear the inflection of her voice and she's moving her hands wildly. Like, I do not want a wrinkle. I do not want a crease. I do not want any of it.
Nothing. Zip. Nada. I'm like, is there more areas for you to put it? Because I want you to put it there. No one has ever told me like, yo, your face looks fucking weird. Like, I've never
I want somebody to tell me that. I want somebody to be like, hey, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm the happiest I've ever been.
We've covered a lot. We've gone over everything from manifestation, visualization, pea guy. Oh, so unfortunate.
We have covered a lot though. And I think to go back to high vibes, the manifestation that you've been doing is incredible. And I think that's really inspiring. And I think to get, I don't want to say instant gratification, but kind of instant gratification on all that you've been working on. Like that is
manifestation
amazing.
is real. It is real. You just have to know to work it. If I could give you anything after this episode, is that like create a visualization and get specific about the things that are really important to you and start either on a very specific level and branch out to like the overall vibe, or start with the overall vibe, how you want to feel. Also, ChatGPT, big slay in that department. It really helps you like dial in. You can ask it for like certain prompts and incorporate a gratitude practice. Like every day, like you and I, Jade, we live in LA. We are single women running businesses in LA or working major careers in LA.
Oh, I wouldn't have envisioned my life for myself.
That's the thing. It's like we already, even if I tapped out right now,
we're so lucky.
We could tell, you know, little Jade and little Lindsay. Actually, I printed out a photo of myself from when I was 5 on my vision board, and just to remember that it's like, it's for her and Lola, of course, and future now.
Sure.
Right now.
All things can be true.
When you are little and you are looking at your life through the lens of when you're little, of what it is now, I would never have believed it. That's where the gratitude kicks in and you're like, holy shit, what good is even manifesting all this stuff or all these things I foresee if you are not taking any time to appreciate it?
I get really gooey when I surf in the morning. And I'm like, you guys, most people in the world will never see the ocean.
Yeah.
Most people in the world will maybe see the ocean once a year.
Yeah.
Something like that. But we have
access. Yes.
Yes. Not that the Era One smoothie is everything, but we have access to these things, these like super material comforts, these super just sort of treaty things.
Mm-hmm.
We have people who love us and whom we love. We have
Yes.
support systems. Like,
Support
it's not
system.
just material.
Like, it doesn't matter where you are. And
Yeah.
like, you can find things that are beautiful about your life that you can and should be grateful for, because you always will have so much more than someone else has. And like, if you start looking at life through that, it makes you realize that, like, whoa, holy shit. Like, for me, anyways, I'm living the dream.
I think it also opens up capacity to help others have the lives that they want. Because I think when you think in a scarcity mindset, you are so focused on getting more and more and more of the next thing that I think you close yourself off to being helpful or of service to other people. I think that's the gift.
Yes, I agree. Not everybody, as you go through time, might like continue to be your all-time favorite person who you want to spend all your time with. I have people in my life. Are they my, all-time favorite person to spend time with? No. Do I know that maybe I'm in a stronger place and I can do a little bit more for them, or even just present a place of peace or kindness or a safe space for them? For sure. It costs me nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, just continue to put it out there. Like, it costs you nothing to be a good friend. Only your time. And we all have like time that we can give in other ways. And what good is your time if you only use it as like this self-serving mechanism for like,
Totally.
that's gross.
Well, and especially if that time, and I am so guilty of this, my time is like spent scrolling.
Yes.
Or it's like, oh my God, I could have done anything else.
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to community and being there for other people, the way to intimacy and connection
Yes.
really does involve stepping outside of your own bullshit
Yes.
and saying, okay, the cost to me is maybe an hour that I would have been doing a crossword puzzle or sleeping or scrolling or whatever. The
Yes.
cost to me is not to my detriment in any material way.
Yes.
Just fucking do it.
Yeah, just do it.
And you're always happy you did.
You're always happy you did. And even if you're not, who cares? You're not that important.
Okay, that's actually a really good point too.
Even if it sucks, like, oh well, like sometimes things suck. Like, oh well, you did it. The whole thing of like taking action.
Yeah.
You never know what could fucking happen.
Yes.
You decide to show up for someone.
So I have a friend I was talking to this morning, and she had something really wise to say about pointing yourself in the direction. This is a lot of what you were saying earlier, just pointing yourself in the direction of where you want to be and what you want to do and learn.
Let the rest take care of itself.
Totally.
The rest is literally schematics. I feel like that covers everything.
Always so much more to cover, and we will.
I could literally keep talking to you forever, but I feel like if we did, the wine would just kick in a little too much.
Speak for yourself. The wine has already kicked in, but I respect you.
I love you so much.
I love you
excited for our next episode. You guys are going to love it. And we will see you next time on High Vibes,
Low Tolerance.
Bye, guys.
Bye.